Alright, you're back. We're just doing a special little review here of Scott's homebrew.
I already had one on my channel, but it wasn't, I don't think it was ready yet.
Wasn't ready yet? Okay, so...
It was only 2 weeks then, right?
So this is from a Mr. Beer brew kit, one of those ones where you do it all in the little plastic keg that comes with.
It's the West Coast Pale Ale.
West Coast Pale Ale. And when did you bottle it?
14th of March.
14th of March.
Like, about 3 weeks, I guess.
It's about 3 weeks, yep.
First time I tried it was 2 weeks, and it was still kind
of iffy.
Tastes kind of raw and stuff.
Yeah, alright. So I guess...
It
should be right on the... This is on the table there?
No.
Oh?
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
It's hissing.
Yeah, it's got some carbonation to it anyway. And you bottled them in Corona bottles, and in didn't you do some in Red Stripe bottles as well?
Yeah.
You did in Corona bottles so you could see what it looked like, right?
Yeah, basically it was easier to... I was filling the bottles and putting the sugar in, it was easier.
Yeah.
Leave a little bit of sediment.
It's definitely got some head to it.
Yeah, it's more than I had the other week, I'm pretty sure. The bubbles coming up.
Definitely a bit more pale than what you expect for a pale ale. It's pretty much lager color, really.
Some guy commented on my other video with that, oh, it's no drink, it shouldn't be that color, it should be reddish or dark. I'm like, what?
Fuck. No. Listen, dickhead, a fucking pale ale can range from this color all the way up to that. I mean,
well, this is still darker than most generic
lagers. Well, a little bit. But, I mean, the range for pale ale colors is pretty damn wide. I mean,
pale. What the hell is that guy?
The guy who was making that comment's a fucking idiot.
You're telling me, oh, you should do it this way. I was like, well, I did what the kit said.
Yeah, you just follow.
Why would I do other stuff if I had the kit?
Yeah, like, let's make this clear. You weren't doing any experimentation or anything like that. You were making what the kit exactly told you to do.
That's pretty good hitting.
Totally by kit specifications. And you got this for Christmas from a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, so that's very, very cool. And so we'll go right to the aroma, I guess.
It's better than it was last week.
Is it?
Doesn't give it's not really sweet. It's more like kind of grassy.
Kind of grassy and vegetable, kind of.
Yeah, but last week it was like
real sweet.
Sweet smell kind of to it.
Yeah, it probably hadn't aged enough.
Still a little bit of sweet smell there. But
there's a little bit, but it's more it's very much like
sweet vegetably or grassy or.
It's very much like freshly cut lawn kind of thing. Yeah. Like I'm not getting any real hops flavor or anything like or aroma.
That herbally kind of smell to it a little bit. That's
slightly, but
I'm not really sure what kind of hops they use.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, they call it a West Coast Pale Ale, but I wouldn't say that at all. Just smelling it, like
yeah, and instead of hopped malt or whatever, so apparently it has hops in it already. So.
You know what it smells like to me? It smells like a European Pilsner, like a more sort of generic European Pilsner.
Yeah,
like,
I suppose. It doesn't really smell offensive though.
No, it smells okay.
This is my first try at home brewing too.
Yeah, so so let's do a taste. I've had worse. I do get a bit of a hops bitterness in the back. Like, it's still nothing that...
It's very, very, not much taste at all. Like
it's got a grassy, slightly vegetable kind of taste altogether from the malts. And then there's just the slightest bit of, like, dry bitterness in the back.
Herbally kind of.
Yeah, a little bit herbal kind of.
It almost sort of like kind of not vinegary, but like.
Well, no, it's not even approaching vinegary. It's not anything like that. But
it's almost like the kind of hops they use, like in Corona almost. Like it's kind of that herbal.
You know, this is actually a lot closer to Corona than it is any sort of West Coast Pale Ale.
See, it wasn't Corona. Proof.
But you know, it's not like light struck or anything. But
But it's, yeah, I'm like, I'm not like, that's the thing I was thinking about, like, I've tried so many different kinds of beer, and then you're like, oh, that's pale ale, or
It's like,
then you like you brew it and you try it, and it's like, well,
yeah, where's the hops?
What's it supposed to taste like? Though?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, is that what it's supposed to be like though? Because I don't know.
No, that's definitely not what a West Coast pale ale.
I'm not sure if
tastes
that's
like.
what it's supposed to be like though. Cause
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, maybe you did something wrong in one of the steps, or maybe just the beer kit itself isn't sufficient for creating anything
I
good.
was wondering if it's just quite mild, just so most people will like it or something.
Because you kind of wonder, because the beer, was it Mr. Beer? Is that what it is? The Mr. Beer kit, it gives you like that little brochure with the whole range of malts.
I think that one's like the West Coast Pale Ale is like the
bottom of the
first like beginner one.
Oh yeah,
I think, but I don't know.
Kind of mislabel. I'd call this more like a almost like American Pilsner or something like that, because that's what it comes off like. Like the body's very light. There's no hops presence really at all.
It's kind of like one of those
grassy and vegetable like.
What the hell was that? Lager that tastes all buttery and.
There's a
Mill
couple.
Street one there. What the fuck was that one?
Oh, the Mill Street Pilsner.
No, not the Pilsner. The organic lager.
Oh, the organic lager.
Bready and buttery.
Yeah.
Sort of approaching this.
Sort of like that. Yeah, this is very milk with toast kind of.
That's very drinkable though.
It's like, totally drinkable. There's nothing wrong with it.
It just doesn't have a lot.
It just doesn't fit the description that Mr. Beer Kit gives it. That's all.
Yeah,
I mean, just to give you an idea, this St. Ambrose Oatmeal Stout is more of a West Coast Pale Ale than this is. But, you know, it tastes fine. Like, you know, you got yourself, what, 24 beer out of it or so?
Yeah, got 24 bottles exactly.
And they're perfectly drinkable. They don't fit the style, but there's nothing bad about them, and you know, you get to enjoy them anyway. Like, they're good to have when you don't have anything else.
It doesn't taste like I did anything wrong, really. I don't think. Because
yeah, I'm thinking it's more the beer kit than it is anything you did.
But I suppose it's hard to make a really, really super beer out of you get the malt and then you use like corn sugar as in it, like most brew kits. If you're going to really do a really, really good beer, you can't use corn sugar because that always puts that really dry taste into it. So, I don't know.
No, I'd give it a thumbs up. I mean, it's totally drinkable.
I'll give it a rating.
I'm not good. Well, I don't give ratings to homebrews. I'll give it a thumbs up. That's all.
Why? Because this is a homebrew that anybody can get.
Yeah, but who knows if theirs are going to taste like this one, though. I'm giving it a thumbs up. Aren't you happy with that?
All right, fine then.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Drink your fucking beer and shut up.
I will.
Okay, then. All right, guys. We'll see you later.